Good Monday morning, everybody. Today is Monday, November 9th, 2020, and it's day 60 of our school year. So I hope you had a great weekend, first weekend in November. I'm going to start sharing the screen. I want to show you a couple of things with what we have for today. All right. So on daily oral language, I want to pay attention to our sentence. So our example one says, are Miss Hess's flowers red, purple, and orange? So you capitalize the beginning of the sentence, Mr., Mrs., and then it's an abbreviation. So you have to do your little, like a period or a dot, and then the last name Hess. Now, usually when we talk about somebody owning something, we do apostrophe S, but if the word already ends in S, all you have to do is put an apostrophe. So look down here, I've done the capital A, capital M, put the dot, capital H, and then I did my apostrophe after the S, okay? And then we have the colors red, purple, and orange. So anytime you have three or more things listed, you have to put your commas in between them. So you put it in between the first and the second one, and the second one and the third one. Now, it can go both ways. I've heard it both ways where the and can take the place of a comma. But let's practice it this week of we need to put the comma even though we still have the and. And it's a question. It's asking a question. So we have to insert the question mark. And see, I've done that down here, done the commas. Okay. So you're going to do that with your sentence. There's very similar things in this sentence that is an example. So always look at your example to give you an idea of what things you need to have in yours. Now I'm going to go down and let's look at what special day it is today. Today is World Freedom Day. Freedom means you free to go and do things that's within the law, go places that you'd like to go to. Well, after World War II, there was a city in Germany named Berlin, called Berlin. And when it was taken over, there was from the Soviet Union, the communists, they had part of the city, and then the Allies, which were like England, Italy, the Americans, got part of the city, and it was kind of cut in half. Well, after World War II, it's almost like communism and democracy. Democracy is what we have here and in England, that they were kind of odds. They thought, very differently about things. So because of that, on the communist side, they built a wall. There was a big, gigantic wall that went straight through the middle of the city. And what was sad about this is they wouldn't allow people to go across. There were people that were on the communist side that wanted to come over to the side of the democratic side, and if they were caught by the guards on the communist side, they could be put in prison for a long, long time. Some of them were even shot. So it was very dangerous to go across. And there were families that, they were in a city, and some of them may have lived on the side where it was communist, and then their other family members lived on the side where it was democratic. And because that wall was built there, they didn't get to see each other for years. And so that was kind of sad. So on this day, the wall was taken down, parts of it were taken down, people going across. And so that's why this is called World Freedom Day. That was like a sign that, that Berlin and these countries were becoming together and be more open. And this is a picture of that wall, just a section of it, and they've made a little hole in it. And somebody from the communist side and somebody from the democratic side are shaking hands for the first time being able to do something like that. So that's why this is today, World Freedom Day. There's a very famous speech done by a former president, Ronald Reagan, and he was telling the leader of the Soviet Union, he told him to tear down this wall. That he was saying it's time for us to get this wall down and be friends rather than enemies. And we still have a long ways to go, but that was a big step in the right direction when this happened. So that's why today is World Freedom Day. So enjoy our freedom here in the United States and have a great Monday. Bye, guys.